Hi, I'm Jennifer Soames with Santosha Bodywork, your holistic health advocate delivering freedom from chronic pain and the joy of moving your life forward. Today I want to educate you a bit on bunions because you or someone you know might have a bunion that is pretty uncomfortable and painful, and for a lot of people they're kind of embarrassing too. So let's talk about first what bunions are, and second what you can do to both prevent them and to work with them. So first off, a bunion occurs when the first toe crosses over the second and looks something kind of like this. I'll bring my foot closer to you. So in a bunion, the big toe crosses over the second and kind of looks something like this. However, it's not just about what's happening at the toe itself, although you might think that just because that's where you can actually see. In a bunion though, most of the time, the metatarsal in the middle of the foot here of the first toe actually rotates inward so that the toe now, instead of pointing straight up and down, now actually is going a little bit more side to side. This is now up and down for that big toe. So what happens on the underside, part of what makes this so uncomfortable for people, is that just here there are two bones underneath the base of the big toe. These are bones that are floating and wrapped in a tendon, pretty much like your kneecap. And when the toe is rotated, as in a bunion, a lot of that pressure gets put right onto that single bone instead of both together, so that the weight is right down onto a small surface area, and that means a lot of pressure. So what we can do in a bodywork session is to work with all of the soft tissue, especially on the underside of the foot, things that are attaching to this first metatarsal, and to help try to de-rotate that foot so that the toe is actually pointed straight up and down again. Does it always work? To be honest, it doesn't always work for people, but it's a really good first step in trying to get some better function and less pain in the foot. Another thing that you can do to prevent a bunion in the first place is be aware of your shoes. So find shoes that have what's called a wide toe box, or at least a toe box that is wide enough for your feet. The toe box is this place right here where the toes actually rest in the shoe. Now, ladies especially, for those high heels that you may be wearing, I have a lot to say about those, and I'm going to save that for another time. But when you have really narrow shoes, your toes get really smushed in there, and that can lead to a bunion because when your toes have nowhere else to go, they might start to rotate and do things so that they can actually fit in your shoe. I'm a fan of, both in clothing and in shoes, of putting your body in things that actually fit your body, as opposed to trying to cram your body into clothing or shoes that aren't your right size or your right fit. So be mindful of how your shoes fit. Now, what can also lead to bunions is basically structural imbalances in the feet and in the legs, and of course that affects the rest of your body too. So when you have structural imbalances, it changes how you walk. And if you're not walking well, not walking efficiently, that can actually start to create a bunion for you. So there's a lot that we can do preventatively to reduce your risk of creating a bunion in your feet. And if you already have a bunion, there's a lot we can do to try to help correct that as well. Again, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, to be honest, but in my opinion, it's always worth a try. If you would like help with your bunion and would like some better feeling feet, better functional feet, and a better functioning body, then by all means I am happy to help you. I am Jennifer with Santosha Bodywork, your holistic health advocate delivering freedom from chronic pain and the joy of moving your life forward. Take care.